Wemby is looking to get another win for the home crowd. Wemby put on a show in Game 1. They stole one on the road, but SGA and the Thunder bounced back in Game 2, even it up 1-1. Yesterday, Charles Barkley downplayed the physical play against Wemby that helped OKC get the win.
You people at home and on TV talking about they were physical with Wemby, man, y'all need to stop it. I've been kissed harder. But for you people thinking that's physicality, y'all need to shut the hell up.
I've been kissed harder. Alan Hahn, I love your reaction. Your take.
Not lying.
I've been kissed harder than that too, but it's it's different in the 90s. You know what I mean?
That's why the button's undone.
It's different in the 90s. The 90s was like, they don't play like that anymore, but if you watch some of the highlights, like they were physical with it. It's exactly what you have to do with a guy like Wembanyama.
Yes.
What I don't understand is how he only got 2 free throw attempts. And so this guy's a star. He's playing at home in Game 3. I would expect he's going to get more free throw attempts, don't you think, if they're going to play him that way? And he also has to play, to me, into the contact. Okay, this is what we're going to do. I did this with Minnesota. He has to go to the contact. He has to get Hartenstein in foul trouble because clearly it did work. They limited him by the way they played.
If you were a Spurs fan, okay, you'd be screaming bloody murder, okay? If you were a Spurs coach or front office, you would be saying, call the league office, keep protected. If you're a Thunder fan, you're like, yeah, what great stuff, And if you were a superstar in the 90s like Charles Barkley, you'd be like, that's how we did it back in my day.
Yeah,
Everybody's just playing their role, okay? But the truth is, they can't play Wemby without being physical. If they don't play physical about him, he'll eat them alive. This is their only option. So now Wemby has to adjust to it, and they're going to be in San Antonio. This is how playoff series are supposed to go. You're supposed to then have to readjust when maybe the officials will give you a couple more calls. I love it, but let's be honest. Everybody's doing what they're supposed to be doing.
Yeah. Unfortunately, both teams are dealing with injuries, not at full strength. The Spurs played both games in this series without De'Aaron Fox, and Dylan Harper exited in Game 2. Wendy, any updates for the Spurs on those injured players?
So they referred to the injury for Dylan Harper as adductor soreness. So I didn't hear hamstring and strain. So that's a positive sign, assuming they're telling the truth. The Thunder also said that Jalen Williams had hamstring soreness. I didn't hear the word strain, which leads you to be able to say somebody is questionable with a straight face. I don't think Jalen Williams is questionable with a straight face. And Dylan Harper, an adductor injury, it's a soft tissue injury.
Yep.
I think you should be prepared for the Spurs to play without their guards again tonight, and that is going to put even more onus on Victor Wembanyama being able to dominate, and it puts more onus on the whistle. When your team is injured and your team is diminished, you need the whistle more.
Jay, can they do it without those two guys in the back?
I mean, anything's possible. I mean, but J-Dub being out for OKC, they've already played 55 games this season without him, and they won 39 of those 55 games, right? You playing without now your lead guard, who is a veteran who understands time and situation in this type of playoff game, and like a guy who can score the ball, and now Castle's your primary ball handler who has 20 turnovers in 2 games, doesn't put you in the driver's seat. Let me just say one more thing about the Wemby stuff. I'm taking my objective analyst hat off for 1 second.
I like that.
You know what I love about him? He does not say a damn word. He doesn't complain about it. The fans and we can yell about it all day long. But one of the reasons you find yourself rooting for him is because he plays through all that SHIT. He plays through all of it.
Unless he hits you with an elbow. But yes,
That's
he
fine.
does do that.
The one time he retaliates. But then you watch, contradictorily, when you watch OKC play, every single call. Every single time they shoot, SGA is landing in somebody's region. He's falling down. And you're just like, how do I root for that? I see why I can root for that. I can't root for that.
You're rooting for ethical hoops.
As a fan of the game, I just want to see the game respected. And there are times when I watch OKC play, I don't feel like they respect the process of the game. It's too much.
But as a
foul.
competitor, you understand that the Thunder are doing what works for them and what wins.
Sure, but when you fall down 95% of every shot that you take in the fourth quarter, at some point, and I'm glad that the refs are not calling it, I get psychologically exhausted. It makes me check out of the game.
But that's what they're trying to do. They don't care whether they're riding a stallion down the court. They just
But when's
care
the last
that
time we've seen a back-to-back MVP do it at this length, though, Wendy? Like, even when I played against AI would get fouled a lot. But AI was 165 pounds soaking wet.
True, but you also understand the nuance of the game that Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is a spectacular player.
All that's correct. Do you respect it, though?
Do I wish it wasn't like that? I wish it wasn't like that, but I do think I think he's a spectacular player, and I don't think diminishing him is a way
I'm not
to go.
saying that I don't think he's a spectacular player. I'm just saying
two things can be true.
I'm
As a
becoming
football
a person not
purist,
respecting it as
you
much
don't
anymore.
love watching him on his back every time he shoots the ball.
That's what. He's a great player. One of the greatest players. I'm starting to not respect.
Winning a championship means never having to say you're sorry.
I love this stuff. Joe Forbo, we got a great game.
We're both right.
What are your thoughts, and what
great
is your
points.
best
Two
bet
things
for game
can be
3?
true.
I'd make 2 bets. I'd look to the total, which is 217.5. I'd go over. The pace was really slow in game 2, and we still got 235 points. I think with the injuries, they're going to space the floor more, and you're going to get shots earlier in the shot clock. For the game, I'd look to Oklahoma City plus the 1.5. If the spread holds, this will be the first time in 34 playoff games the Thunder have been an underdog. 34 playoff games. So with that in mind, think of it like this. Games 1 and 2 in OKC, they were a 7.5-point favorite. Now you're going to go to San Antonio as a 1.5-point dog. That's a 9-point adjustment. That's too big when you're talking about all these injuries to the Spurs. The Thunder already have a depth advantage, and it's going to be more so pronounced tonight.
Spurs fans wear those cool T-shirts, though.
I'm sure they're going to have the multicolors out tonight. That's got to be worth at least that.
They're up 2-0. And New York is now just 2 games away from the NBA Finals, and so far this series has been dominated by this guy, Jalen Brunson, but in different ways. After dropping 38 points in Game 1 last night, Jalen Brunson played the role of distributor and dropped a career-high 14 assists. It was the most assists in a playoff game for a Knick since Charlie Ward dished out 14 in May of 1998. I'm here with Jay Will. Jay Will, take us through the tape and show us the impact that Jalen Brunson made last night.
Well, it's important to geek out on these sessions. It's not always the initial pass, it's always the hockey pass as well. I'm going to show you why Jalen Brunson is so good at giving the ball up early in these games. You're going to see right off the gate a little trap here by James Harden and Jarrett Allen. And you're going to see a little shuffle pass early over to the side to it's not working here. To Mikal Bridges, right? Little shuffle pass here over to the side. Play's going to continue to go. Play's going to go. He's going to kick the pass. And as the pass goes over, this is the rotation I want everybody to watch. Okay. So you're going to have Mitchell Robinson down here. He's going to drive towards the rim, okay? You're going to have Evan Mobley. He's going to take on this experiment right here, meeting him there. And then these players here from the side, they're going to go back. They're going to go back. And look at the rotations. The player to pay attention to right here is Jarrett Allen. Who is Jarrett Allen guarding? Jarrett Allen should be rushing all the way back to get here to guard the likes of Hart in the corner. But as the play develops, watch, you're going to see it goes. Boom, he gets down. What do we see? We see 1, 2 players right here, 1, 2 players right there, and everybody else is home. You're going to see him home, and he's on the ball. And what does it leave? It leaves a great shooter right here in the corner, like we said before, a guy that can knock down the shot, 41% from the three-point line throughout the course of the regular season. These are how these plays break down all the time. Next play. This is what guards' dreams are here, okay? A guard's dream. All this area right here. Now, vision is very important here. Vision as you drive, you're seeing, you're watching everybody. Look at Jarrett Allen right here. Jarrett Allen sees his space. Mobley staying connected to Cat. And as the play drives, you're going to see Allen starts to leave. Allen's already gone. Allen's going down in this area here, and he's going to meet. Now watch the play by Brunson as he gets to the space. There's no way in hell this pass can get through double team. Everybody's staying home, right? Staying home here in the corner. Right? Everybody, he's right here in the corner. He's staying home here. But the vision, you're going to see him to look through here, this gap right here to found Josh Hart, who's open once again. How does he even get that pass through? No active hands. Josh Hart's hands are ready. Boom, knocks out another shot. Last play, you're going to see. This is something that keeps blowing my mind. Why he's in drop coverage. By the way, Wendy and I talked about it. You never see a guard in drop coverage. If anything, a guard should be up here ready to switch, but he doesn't. Anyway, he's in drop coverage, ball plays. Now, the people think when you are in drop coverage, you stay. Come on, Pete. You stay here and you allow him to get back here defensively to protect the rim. James Harden doesn't do that. He leads early. Turns the corner. Jarrett Allen once again comes over from the weak side like he's always done, and you already see it. You already see the vision that's already going to happen here as the play develops. You're going to see him get into this lane here, and it's going to be a quick kick over here to the corner. And as these plays happen over and over due to their lack of rotations, everybody else stays home.
Look at Fat Joe. He's so happy right there. That's it. That's
knocks down the shot.
Nails it.
I mean, it was play after play after play where they stayed off him. They got him into rotation. Jalen Brunson either get the ball up early or he made the initial pass and knocked down the three.
An 18-0 run in the second half, 26